What if the reason people underestimate you today is exactly what will make them fear you tomorrow? There's a quiet shift that happens when someone becomes truly confident. Not loud, not arrogant, but deeply unshakable. You've probably seen it before. Someone walks into a room and without saying much, everything changes. People listen more carefully. They hesitate before challenging them. That kind of confidence isn't luck, it's built. And the truth is, most people stay stuck in fear, comparison, and hesitation, never realizing they're one decision away from becoming the version of themselves that others can't ignore. This video isn't about telling you to become arrogant. It's about you becoming so internally secure that external noise loses power. The kind of confidence that makes people uncomfortable, not because you're loud, but because you're certain. Now let's break down exactly how that transformation happens. But before we continue, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. 1. Stop comparing yourself. The fastest way to kill your confidence is to measure your life against someone else's highlight reel. Comparison feels harmless at first. You scroll through social media, see someone your age doing better, and suddenly your own progress feels small. But here's the psychological trap. Your brain starts outsourcing your sense of worth. Instead of asking, "Am I improving?" you ask, "Am I better than them?" And that question never ends. Dangerously confident people don't play that game. They operate from a different internal system. They measure growth against who they were yesterday, not against someone living a completely different life. Think about it. Every person you compare yourself to has advantages you don't see. Different upbringing, connections, timing, or even struggles hidden behind their success. When you compare, you're not comparing reality, you're comparing incomplete stories. The shift happens when you realize this. Comparison isn't motivation, it's distraction. Instead of draining your energy looking sideways, you redirect it inward. You ask better questions. What skill can I improve today? What did I do better than last week? Where am I avoiding growth? When you stop comparing, something powerful happens. You regain control. Your confidence starts growing from evidence, real progress, not illusion. 2. Step out of your comfort zone. Confidence is not built in comfort, it's built in exposure. Your comfort zone feels safe because it protects you from failure, rejection, and embarrassment. But it also protects you from growth. Every time you avoid something uncomfortable, your brain reinforces a dangerous belief. I can't handle this. Over time, that belief becomes your identity. Dangerously confident people break that pattern. They don't wait to feel ready. They act while feeling uncertain. Because they understand something most people don't. Courage comes before confidence, not after. Imagine someone who fears public speaking. They avoid it for years, telling themselves they're just not that type of person. But the moment they step up, even if their voice shakes, they rewrite their internal script. Their brain starts learning, I survived this. That's how confidence grows, not from perfection, but from proof. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand it. What once felt terrifying becomes normal. What once felt impossible becomes routine. Start small. Speak up in a conversation where you'd normally stay quiet. Try something you've been postponing. Say yes to an opportunity that scares you. Each action sends a message to your brain. I am capable. And capability builds belief. 3. Set small, achievable goals. One of the biggest mistakes people make is aiming too big, too fast, and then losing confidence when they fail. Ambition is powerful, but without structure, it becomes overwhelming. When your goals are too large, your brain perceives them as threats instead of opportunities. That leads to procrastination, self-doubt, and eventually inaction. Dangerously confident people understand momentum. They don't chase massive wins. They build them. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, they define small, measurable actions. Write 1 page, exercise for 20 minutes, learn 1 new concept. These small wins may seem insignificant, but psychologically they're powerful. Each completed goal releases a sense of achievement, reinforcing the belief, I can follow through. Confidence is not built on dreams, it's built on completed actions. Over time, these small wins stack. They create momentum, and momentum turns effort into identity. You stop being someone who tries to improve, you become someone who does. 4. Redefine what fear and failure mean to you. Most people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of what failure means. They associate failure with embarrassment, rejection, or proof that they're not good enough. So they avoid risks, stay in safe zones, and slowly shrink their potential. But dangerously confident people see failure differently. They don't interpret it as a verdict. They see it as data. Every failure becomes feedback. What worked, what didn't, what can I improve? This shift changes everything. Fear also loses its grip when you understand its purpose. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to alert you. It's a signal that you're stepping into something new. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" confident people ask, "What will I learn if I try?" And here's the deeper truth. The only real failure is inaction. Because when you don't act, you don't learn. When you don't learn, you don't grow. And when you don't grow, your confidence never develops. Once you redefine fear and failure, something shifts inside you. You stop hesitating. You start moving. 5. Take action over thought. Overthinking is one of the most dangerous enemies of confidence. You analyze every possibility, every outcome, every risk until you do nothing. It feels productive, but it's actually a form of avoidance. Your brain tricks you into believing that thinking is progress. It's not. Dangerously confident people prioritize action. They understand that clarity comes from doing, not thinking. You don't gain confidence by imagining success. You gain it by experiencing it. Think about it. Every skill you have today, speaking, walking, communicating, was developed through action, not theory. So why treat confidence differently? Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, you act with what you have. You make decisions quickly, adjust along the way, and learn in real time. Action creates feedback. Feedback creates improvement. Improvement builds confidence. It's a cycle. And once you enter that cycle, you stop being stuck in your head and start living in reality. 6. Self-care. Confidence isn't just mental, it's physical and emotional. How you treat your body and mind directly affects how you see yourself. When you neglect your health, your energy drops, your focus weakens, and your self-image declines. But when you take care of yourself, something powerful happens. You send a message, "I matter." Dangerously confident people prioritize self-care, not as luxury, but as necessity. This includes getting enough rest, eating well, exercising regularly, taking time to recharge. But it also goes deeper. Self-care is about boundaries. It's about knowing when to say no. It's about protecting your energy from people and environments that drain you. When you respect yourself, others feel it, and that respect becomes part of your presence. Confidence isn't just how you think, it's how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you exist in the world. And all of that is influenced by how well you take care of yourself. 7. Stay with positivity. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your confidence. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, people who doubt you, criticize you, or limit your thinking, it becomes harder to believe in yourself. Negativity is contagious, but so is positivity. Dangerously confident people are intentional about what they consume. The people they spend time with, the content they watch, the thoughts they entertain. They don't ignore reality, but they choose perspectives that empower them. This doesn't mean blind optimism. It means disciplined thinking. When something goes wrong, instead of spiraling into doubt, they reframe. What can I learn? How can I improve? What's the next step? This mental discipline keeps them moving forward, even in difficult situations. And over time, this consistency builds an unshakable mindset. Becoming dangerously confident isn't about changing overnight. It's about small, consistent shifts in how you think, act, and see yourself. You stop comparing, you face discomfort, you build momentum, you redefine failure, you take action, you care for yourself, you protect your mindset, and one day, without realizing it, you become the person you once admired from a distance. Not louder, not more aggressive, but quietly unstoppable. The kind of confidence that doesn't need validation because it already knows its worth. If this changed how you see yourself, don't stop here. Subscribe, like, and share. Start applying what you learned today, because your future confidence is built by what you do next. Cheers.